This is a special presentation of Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM.
Welcome back. You're listening to, welcome to Tiger Basketball here on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9 as the Alamogordo Tigers get ready to face off here against the Mayfield Trojans. I'm Charles Winnicky. Thanks for tuning in. We're at the Lawrence E. Johnson Tiger Pit here in Alamogordo as the Tigers make their way out onto the floor. And the Trojans already out on the floor tonight. And we're getting ready for a crucial game for the Tigers and the Trojans as they kind of battling out for fourth place in district. Still some eyes on third place, I think, for both of them. And really hoping to grab a victory tonight. Tigers maybe a bit more than Mayfield as they find themselves sitting at 2-5 in district play with just 3 games remaining. They can still get to 500 in district play if they can win the remainder of their games. 4-6 would also be an okay finish as well, but unfortunately, next week's going to be tough against Las Cruces. Gadsden at home, that's one the Tigers should get. But this one, Tigers didn't play well the first time against Mayfield. They'll feel like if they can come out and have the energy and that they usually do at home, that they'll have a pretty good chance of getting one tonight. But Mayfield should have the confidence based on what they did in the first game. They played great defense, shot the ball well, and did a lot of things that made life difficult for Alamo. So we'll see if it's a little bit of a different story from game 1 to game 2 this evening. Pretty decent crowd so far. We got the band in the house tonight, which is nice. But if you're listening, come on down. We do have a game here at the Lawrence E. Johnson Tiger Pit. There's no school today, so I don't know if sometimes that seems to affect crowds. I feel like when it's a non-school day for some reason. Couldn't tell you the reason behind that, at least from the adult standpoint, but from the kids, not quite as good of a student section as there was for the Centennial game, which I'm not too surprised the Centennial student section was really good because I'm fairly certain word got back to the Alamogordo student section when Alamo played at Centennial. You know, there was some little extra jeering going on from the Centennial student section in that one, so I'm sure that there was a, hey, we need you guys to come out for this one, but certainly need them tonight as well. So we'll see if a few more show up tonight. All right, we're going to take our first break. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. The Alamogordo Tigers, the Mayfield Trojans, is 3 games left in the regular season. And game number 24 on the season coming up here in about 10 minutes. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank, your community bank. When local businesses grow, our whole community grows with them. That's why our business loans come with personalized attention, local decision-making, and a commitment you won't find elsewhere. We know your name, we know your goals, and we're here to help move you forward. Visit us today and experience the difference a true community bank can make. Together, we're building a stronger community, one relationship at a time.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. All loans are subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle,
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Welcome back. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. The Alamogordo Tigers and the Mayfield Trojans set to tip off in a little bit less than 10 minutes on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Now, these two teams played just a couple weeks ago, and it was all Mayfield. I thought they really took it to the Tigers, especially in the second half. And, I mean, it was a relatively close game in the first half. It ended up staying about, half, I would say, between the two. Or it stayed under 10 points throughout most of that first half. But then third quarter, Mayfield went on like a 10-0 run and never looked back from the Tigers. So it says 52-45. I am almost 100% sure that was 58-45. Alamogordo lost that game. That's important because that could have a impact on the tie break. Tigers win by more than 7 tonight, and these two teams end up tied in the standings. That would give Alamo the district tournament home game. So I don't know. I don't know who entered the score. I want to say when I looked at it, it's the Mayfield score. Yeah, I think it's the Mayfield, or at least it's listed as the Mayfield coach. I'm like 100% sure that was a 58-45 final. But that's I don't want to say that's not my job, but that's kind of what it is. So the Tigers are 2-5. Mayfield's 3-4 in district. Mayfield's 14-9 overall. Tigers are 15-8. And this could also have an impact on seeding for the playoffs. Now, Mayfield, they are a few places behind Alamogordo right now. I think they're at 15. Alamo's at 13. So, I think more than anything else for the Tigers, they really don't want to finish behind Mayfield by a full game of the district standings. That would mean Mayfield has to be seated ahead of them. And it's, at this point for the Tigers, it's getting, really close to that 16th place there. And, depending on how other districts finish and all the old criteria points, could get a little nerve-wracking for Alamo. So since these two teams played, Alamo lost to Cruces in an overtime game, lost that tight one to Centennial, lost that great comeback effort against Oregon Mountain, did beat Gadsden. But the Tigers have lost 4 of their last 5, whereas Mayfield, they lost to Centennial on Tuesday night, 72-57, lost a 2-point overtime game to Las Cruces, but had beaten Oregon Mountain and Gadsden, and Alamo went on a 3-game win streak. They had lost to Cruces and Centennial to open up district. So they still got Gadsden one more time and then Oregon Mountain to finish up their district season. So for Alamo, really want to end up tied after this game. If they don't, probably going to finish in 5th place in the district if they don't win tonight's game. I don't think there's any way that I think more than anything, Mayfield losing 2 games next week is unlikely with them having 1 game against Gadsden. Tigers are capable of winning both games next week. They played well against Cruces the first time around, so you never know. But I just looking at the way the districts are sitting right now, that's kind of where it needs to be for the Alamogordo Tigers. Let's see if I have my score sheet from that first game. I don't believe I do. Okay. I probably do somewhere around here, but remembering back to that first game, the main opponents, I think the most dangerous guy on the court is probably Homer Walsh, number 33. He's a solid post player and can shoot from the outside, but they've got a number of different players that can score for them. So I'll see if I can find those stats from the first game, but it was a number of different players that contributed for the Trojans the last time. Tigers couldn't get going offensively in that game, and I think the big thing for Alamo is just similar coming out of the – I can't remember which game it was that it was Mayfield. They had played Mayfield, and then I think they turned around and played Cruces. And Alamo got off to a hot start against Cruces, and that really gave them a chance to win that basketball game after really struggling offensively against Mayfield. So I think the other night, after getting off to a slow start against Organ Mountain, maybe the way they finished will give them some momentum going into tonight's game. Very difficult to know or say. All right, we're going to take a break. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Tigers and Trojans coming up in about 5 minutes here on Alamo Sports and Talk. Don't you go anywhere.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. We take great pride in our Tiger student athletes. We wish them all the best and cheer them on as they compete this season. We recognize these outstanding athletes for their commitment on the track, court, and field. Their dedication is inspiring, and we celebrate their hard work and sportsmanship. Join us in supporting our Tigers. First National Bank has been your hometown community bank since 1956, proudly cheering on the Alamogordo Tigers every step of the way. Go Tigers!
Member FDIC.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. Welcome back to the Lawrence E. Johnson Tiger Pit. Just a few minutes till we get to starting lineups and tonight's tip-off. Other games going on tonight. Alamogordo girls are in Las Cruces taking on Mayfield this evening. They're scheduled to tip off at 7 o'clock. Tularosa boys are at home tonight against Dexter. They were scheduled to get started at 6:30 this evening, so they're probably underway. And the Tularosa girls are at Dexter tonight. That's a 6:30 start time for that one as well. Tomorrow, Mescalero Apache boys and girls, they both face off against Lordsburg. The boys are at home. The girls are on the road. I believe the boys' game is 3 p.m. The girls' game is 2:30 tomorrow. And also, best of luck to Alamogordo Wrestling as they're up in Albuquerque. I thought that was a 2-day event, but it's just a 1-day event. That'll be going on tomorrow for Alamogordo Wrestling as they look to lock up spots at state. I believe they have 7 or 8 wrestlers that are competing in that. So wish them the best of luck as well. All right, we are just about ready to get this one underway as both teams have made their way back to their respective benches, and the Tigers and the Trojans ready to face off for the second time this season. We will take a break and come back, and we will get you your starting lineups and tonight's tip-off between the Alamogordo Tigers and the Mayfield Trojans.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. When it comes to your mortgage, you deserve more. At First National Bank, we live in the communities we serve, which means faster decisions, personalized service, competitive rates, and real people who know you by name. We treat you like a neighbor. Whether you're buying your first home or refinancing the one you love, our local lenders are with you every step of the way. Choose First National Bank, where home begins.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all else subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Welcome back to the Lawrence E. Johnson Tiger Pit as the national anthem just finished up and the Tiger band playing the fight song and the starters about to be announced for both sides. For the Trojans, it's number 5, Corey Patterson. He's a 5'6 senior. Number 12, Hector Gallegos, a 5'11 junior. Christian Covarrubia, number 21, a 6-foot junior. Number 23, a 6'1" senior is Fernando Corona. He had a great game the last time around too. And number 33, Homer Walsh, a 6-foot junior. The coaching staff for the Mayfield Trojans, Ben Trujillo's the head coach. He's assisted by Josiah Herrera, Curtis Flores, Terrelyn Trujillo, and Terrence Mirabal. The Tigers tonight are Julian Favela, a junior, wears number 0. Number 1, Will Bynum, is a sophomore. Number 3, Jaden Hernandez, also a sophomore. A junior wearing number 10, Aaron Herrera. And a senior wearing number 33 is Ethan Grinder. The reserves for each side for Alamogordo, Jacob Ochoa, number 2, a junior. Number 5, a sophomore, Andrew Herrera. Number 11, Matthew Granados, a senior. Number 12, James Sharp, also a senior. Number 21, Nate Best, a senior. Number 24, Bryson Bloom, a junior. And Diego Ortega, a senior, wearing number 34. And then a few guys floating up from JV, Jack Cibata wearing number 4, Jonathan Flores Wheeler wearing number 20, and Zayden Jet Nahar is wearing number 22. Reserves for Mayfield, number 14, Eddie Garcia, 5'7 senior. Alex Avalos, number 15, a senior. Number 24, Gabriel Herrera, 5'7 junior. I.T. Williams, a 5'4 senior, wears number 30. Ethan Palacios, a 5'10 junior, wearing number 32. Number 34, Keaton Yost, a 5'11 junior. Lysander Jimenez, a 5'11 junior, wearing number 41. And number 50, Braden Rodriguez, a 6'3 senior. So it's not a Mayfield team that really is going to get you with their size, but their athleticism, their tenacity on defense, and they shoot the ball well from the outside. And those are the things that Alamogordo is going to have to do better, is guarding the outside, not turning the ball over. That was the big thing. And we saw that early in the game against Oregon Mountain on Tuesday. The Tigers really struggled with their turnovers. They really can't afford to have that happen again tonight if they want to get out of here with a victory. Tigers are in their home whites with black numerals and gold outlining. Alamogordo in cursive on the front, Tigers in cursive on the nameplate. Mayfield in their hunter green jerseys with white numerals and yellow outlining. Mayfield in cursive across the front, and the Mayfield logo on the nameplate, the Trojan logo on the nameplate. Tigers will go left to right here in the first half. The Trojans will go from right to left as the three-man officiating crew is ready to go. And we are ready to get this one started here at the Lawrence E. Johnson Tiger Pit. As the Tigers and the Trojans battle for, I'm betting, not the last time this year. The question is, will Game 3 be here or will it be over at Las Cruces? We'll see. And the official puts the ball up in the air. And Ethan Grinder wins the tip against Homer Walsh. And Jaden Hernandez, who had a big 29 points on Tuesday, brings it into the front court. Favela with the ball at the left wing. Favela looking to attack. Favela all the way to the basket. Couldn't quite get there. Through the basketball off the bottom of the rim. Quick outlet up ahead to the basket. Laying it up and in and fouled is Christian Covarrubia. And the Trojans right away get on top of the Tigers on a quick outlet pass. And so it'll be number 21, Covarrubia, to the line to try to finish up the three-point play. That was something else. The change of pace for Mayfield was something Alamo struggled with in the first game, where they would sometimes slow it up offensively and other times they would struggle, or the Trojans would then slow it down fast, slow, and already they're being very aggressive on the defensive end. Is Bynum will give it to Hernandez, bring it across midcourt. Hernandez double-teamed into the corner and throws it at the feet of, looks like Favela. And now here comes Mayfield the other way, all the way to the basket, and that's going to be a goaltend on Grinder. And I believe Corona was the one who picked up that bucket. And it's 4-0 Mayfield. Tigers will bring it across the half-court line. Find Hernandez. Hernandez underneath to Grinder. Grinder's shot is good. Pushing it into the front court. Patterson all the way to the basket and lays it up and in. And this is kind of a repeat of game one as the Tigers not picking up, especially Patterson, as he weaves through traffic. Bynum to Hernandez to Favela in the front court. Quickly to Bynum. Bynum at the right wing stops. Goes to Grinder at the baseline. Ethan backs outside to Bynum. Now Herrera in the corner. Pump fakes on the three. Goes to the basket. Goes up with the shot. No good. Rebound underneath. And I believe that was Favela who picked up. Oh, no, that was Aaron Herrera who got it. Aaron somehow got to that bucket. And then an up and under move on the other side. Another layup for the Trojans as Hector Gallegos finishes. And it's 8-4. Bynum will give it to Hernandez. Hernandez working his way into the lane. Gets to the basket, goes up with the left hand. Shot no good. Rebound to the corner. Corona gets it out of the head to Covarrubia. Covarrubia, cross-court pass is going to find Walsh. Walsh gets into the lane. Had a shot blocked by Grinder. But Mayfield will maintain possession as Patterson has the basketball. And then the ball almost knocked away. They're going to say it's last off of Patterson. It'll be Hernandez to inbound to Bynum. 5:51 to go in the first quarter. Top of the key, it's Favela. Gives it up to Nate Best, who's in the game for the Tigers. Best will give it up to Hernandez. Jaden will go to Aaron, top of the key. Herrera with the basketball at the right wing. Bynum. Now Favela, right wing fires up a three. No good. And there's going to be a foul on Best on the battle for the rebound as he straight-armed pushed, I think, Walsh out of the way. 5:29 to go first quarter. Mayfield 8, Alamogordo 4. As Patterson will bring it in the front court for the Trojans. Takes it over to the left wing, over to the left corner. Try to feed an entry pass inside. We got a whistle. And the ball just deflected out of bounds. That'll be Mayfield down low to put it in. Patterson to inbound it. Best, Favela, Bynum, Hernandez, and Herrera on the floor. Covarrubia open in the corner for three. Shot no good. Best will volleyball spike the rebound over to Favela. Favela will push it into the front court. Favela works his way into the lane all the way to the basket. Unable to finish in close again. And here come the Trojans again in transition. Covarrubia to the basket, high off the glass, and finishes. I'm sorry, not Covarrubia, Fernando Corona. Bynum will give it to Herrera. Ball backcourt, 4:53 remaining. Herrera finds Best. Best will go out to the corner to Favela. Cross-court pass looking for Bynum, but knocked away by Corona. Corona races to the basket, lays it up and in. Timeout called by Alamogordo as they trail 12-4, 4:39 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk.
30 seconds. Timeout.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero.
Welcome back to the Lawrence E. Johnson Tiger Pit. The Alamogordo Tigers are trailing 12-4. They called the timeout. Jacob Ochoa's into the game. It'll be Hernandez, Herrera, Bynum, and Best. Inbound goes to Bynum. So far, this has felt like a carbon copy of the first game. Bynum to Herrera. Herrera will find Bynum. Right wing, three on the way. No good. Rebound. Herrera gets in there for it, battling out inside, but getting it away from him is Gabriel Herrera, who just checked into the game. Herrera brings it across midcourt, but loses it. Here's Bynum to the basket, able to lay it up and in as he gets past Patterson. 12-6. Well, the Tigers love to see if they could get some turnovers. Patterson's got the ball. Patterson tried to get up ahead to Walsh. It's just over his head. Walsh able to save it, though, at the sideline as he gets it to I.T. Williams, who's also checked into the game for Mayfield. Walsh will get the ball at the left wing. Walsh looking to attack, kicks it outside. Williams into the lane and feeds it to Patterson. Patterson from the low block on the right side puts the layup up and in, and Mayfield leads 14-6. Ochoa will give it to Bynum. Back to Ochoa from one sideline to the other. Finds Hernandez in the front court. Hernandez with a nice feed to Herrera. Herrera will lay it up and in. Second bucket for Aaron, and the Tigers 14-8 trail. Patterson quickly into the front court. Patterson ran over Best in the lane, and Patterson will get the easy lay-in. Inbounds to Herrera. Herrera will go to Best. Best will put it up and in. 16-10, the Tigers trail. Patterson gets it in the front court to Walsh. Walsh drives right by the Tiger defender, and an easy lay-in for Walsh. That's been happening a little bit too much to the Tigers early on. Mayfield's speed just going right past the Tiger defenders. Almo will bring it into the front court. Here's Bynum. Finds Herrera. Herrera had it knocked away as he went up for the shot. Pushing up the floor with it. Walsh will get it. Walsh to the basket. His shot attempt, no good. Bynum able to grab the rebound for the Tigers. Bynum will go to Ochoa. Ochoa up ahead to Herrera to the top of the key. Herrera drives to the basket. And, yeah, I would say that probably should have been a foul as the Mayfield player moved right into Herrera as he was going up with the shot. On the other side, as Homer Walsh makes the bucket, and it's 20-10, Mayfield in front, 2:16 to go. Here's Herrera. Herrera to the basket, goes up with a shot, and again had a man draped all over him. Shot's no good. And here come the Trojans the other way. Here's Williams going up to the basket, and they're going to say it's a held ball. Possession arrow will keep it with Mayfield. Best comes out. Granados is in, and Bryson Bloom comes into the game. Hernandez, Ochoa, and Bynum stay on the floor for the Tigers. Inbounds here for the Trojans and Herrera. Herrera goes to the corner to Williams. Gives it to Corona, and then back out to the corner to Herrera. And Herrera will dribble out between the circles. Gives it up to Corona at the left wing. 1:53 to go first quarter. Mayfield 20, Alamogordo 10. Ball goes left wing now to Gallegos. Top of the key, Herrera. Williams gets it right corner to Covarrubia. And then he tried to get it to Williams, and he threw it behind him. And the Tigers have the steal. To the basket, Ochoa lays it up and in. That was a gift there for the Tigers as Ochoa able to lay that up and in. Did have a couple of defenders right on him, but withstood the pressure. Herrera will bring it in the front court for Mayfield. Herrera works his way to the left wing, over to the left corner, and then back to the left wing. Herrera works into the lane, then dishes it to Covarrubia in the corner. Back to Herrera. Right corner three on the way is good. Gabriel Herrera knocks down the three. It's 23-12. Hernandez almost lost the basketball, but gives it to Bynum. Bynum will race in the front court. Left elbow jump shot, no good. Rebound is tipped out to the corner by Granados, but it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Mayfield basketball. Andrew Herrera comes into the game for Will Bynum. Back into the game for Mayfield's. Not sure who checked back in there. I think it was Corey Patterson. Starting five out there for Mayfield again. The exception of, I think they're missing just one. Walsh is the only one on the bench right now. Patterson. And we've got a drive into the lane and got an offensive foul called on Patterson as Bloom was able to step in there and draw the charge. 40.1 seconds remaining. Tigers will inbound as Ochoa gives it to Hernandez. Back to Ochoa. Now to Hernandez. Hernandez picks up dribble, needs some help, finds Ochoa. Ochoa double team, is able to get it to Hernandez. Hernandez, right wing, fires up a three, no good. Rebound, it's Andrew Herrera who gets it. Herrera goes right to the basket and finishes. Andrew Herrera with the bucket, and the Tigers trail by 9, 23-14. Patterson will look over to his coach with about 8 seconds left and is slow walking it into the front court. Patterson behind the back dribble, into the lane, goes up with the shot, couldn't get it to finish. Rebound was grabbed by Gallegos. That shot is no good on the putback, and that'll do it for the final quarter. And I think David Maldonado, the Alamogordo athletic trainer, checking in on Corey Patterson, who maybe caught some bad contact there, but he seems to be okay. Tigers down by 9 after 1 quarter of play. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. We take great pride in our Tiger student athletes. We wish them all the best and cheer them on as they compete this season. We recognize these outstanding athletes for their commitment on the track, court, and field. Their dedication is inspiring, and we celebrate their hard work and sportsmanship. Join us in supporting our Tigers. First National Bank has been your hometown community bank since 1956, proudly cheering on the Alamogordo Tigers every step of the way. Go Tigers!
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Tigers have the basketball to begin the second quarter. They trail by 9, 23-14 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. They go left to right, Mayfield right to left. Over in the right corner, Andrew Herrera has the basketball, and he'll give it up to Jacob Ochoa. They go to Bloom, and then Herrera in the right corner. He attacks from the baseline, jump stop right of the lane. A little fadeaway jump shot is good from about 7 feet away. Andrew Herrera with his second bucket. He has 4 points. The Tigers down by 7. Into the front court with it is Gabriel Herrera for Mayfield. He gives it up to Corona. Now back to Herrera. Ball over to the left corner. And now bounce pass goes inside, then back outside. Attacking is Corona. Gives it up to Walsh. Walsh working right of the lane. Dishes it to the right wing. And getting caught up in the air and just passing it away in time was Covarrubia. He finds Herrera. Ball goes to Corona. Corona now to Herrera as they look back to his bench. With 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Tigers trailing by 7. Ball between the circles, Corona. Walsh at the free throw line. Walsh with the ball poked away. Tigers coming the other direction with it. Here's Hernandez. Hernandez finds Ochoa. Ochoa able to put the shot up and in. Jacob Ochoa has 4 points. Tigers cut the deficit to 5, 23-18. Ball at the left wing, it's Corona. Back to Herrera. Back to Corona, left wing extended. Tigers in a zone to the left corner. It's Gallegos. And they continue to work it on the outside. Now they go inside Walsh. Go out to the far corner to Covarrubia. Now to Herrera, right wing extended. Give it to Gallegos. Gallegos goes into the lane, goes up with the shot. It's no good. Walsh grabs the rebound. His quick turnaround shot is no good. His next putback is no good. Now it's a scramble for the ball on the ground where Hernandez gets to it, and Hernandez is going to be fouled by, looks like, number 21, Christian Covarrubia. Bloom and Granados will check out. Bynum and Ortega come into the game for Alamogordo. Inbounds will go to Ochoa. Ochoa goes to Bynum. Bynum into the front court. The ball in the right corner, finds Hernandez. Spin move to the basket, lays it up, no good. Rebound grab by Walsh. Walsh has to pick up his dribble, but finds some help over at the far sideline. As Covarrubia will give it up to Corona in the right corner. And now Herrera takes it out near the midcourt line, and he will hold there for a second and let his team's offense get set up. 23-18, Trojans in front. Here's Walsh attacking the basket, goes up and finishes. Walsh with 6. The Tigers' deficit increases to 7. Andrew Herrera gets it in the front court to Will Bynum, who's double teamed. He's looking for help and going to have a jump ball. And the possession arrow will give it to Mayfield.
Jump ball, possession arrow with the Trojans. Taken back in by Tigers. Number 10 and
Corey Patterson comes back into the game. Checking out is Gabriel Herrera. And Keaton Yost comes into the game for the first time. Tigers' Aaron Herrera back into the game as he checked in for his brother Andrew. Between the circles with it is Patterson as he gives it up to his right. 25-18 Mayfield. Tigers had gone a few minutes there without a turnover, and unfortunately unable to keep that going. Walsh gives it up to the corner. Gallegos all the way up underneath the basket, but he stepped on the baseline. And it'll be Alamogordo basketball. 5:07 to go second quarter. Tigers down 25-18. Ball goes to Bynum. Then back to Hernandez. Hernandez will bring it across the midcourt. Hernandez will find Herrera top of the key. Herrera gets all the way to the basket, lays it up and in. Aaron Herrera with 6. As Patterson pushes up and is cut off at the right wing. He'll backpedal out near midcourt. Patterson will go to Yost. Now it's Walsh. Walsh with the ball at the left elbow. Walsh will give it up to Yost. Now goes to Patterson, who has it between the circles with Ochoa on him. Patterson works his way to the left wing. Now over left corner, Yost. Inside, go to to Gallegos. Back outside they go. And Ochoa almost got in front of a pass from Patterson. Patterson stops left of the lane. Here's Walsh. Walsh attacks, kicks it out to the corner. As Covarrubia will throw it at the feet of one of his teammates. Tigers get the loose ball. Here is Bynum racing to the basket, laying it up and in. Bynum with 4. And the Tigers cut it to a 25-22 difference. And Mayfield coach Ben Trujillo wants a timeout. Full timeout on the floor with the Tigers down by 3. 3:59 to go second quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Mayfield basketball out of the timeout. They lead by 3, 25-22. And we're just past the halfway point of the second quarter. Trojans right to left into the front court as the ball at the left wing. Yost will give it up to Walsh. Out between the circles, right back to Yost in the same spot. Tigers in a zone. Ball over in the left corner, Gallegos. Gallegos cut off by Ortega. And the ball will stay on the outside. Yost will give it up to Gallegos. Gallegos to the basket, unable to finish. Battle for the rebound. Ortega's got it. And here come the Tigers the other way. Here is Hernandez working to the basket. Goes up with a shot, draws the foul. Shot's no good, but he will go to the line to shoot two.
The foul's going to be number 5, Corey Patterson. Second personal, second team foul of the quarter.
Jaden scoreless so far tonight, looking to get on the board, but missing on the first. I will say for the Tigers, when your leading scorer hasn't scored and you found yourself down by 3, just by 3, and we're down by 9 earlier, double digits, I think at one point. I think they're down by 10. You should feel good about, how everybody else has picked up the slack. Hernandez will make on the second. Bynum's got 4. Ochoa's got 4. Andrew Herrera's got 4. Aaron Herrera's got 6. Ball over to the corner with Covarrubia. Covarrubia will give it up to Herrera. Ball goes over to the right wing. And I think Covarrubia must have gone out of bounds. 3:11 to go here in the second quarter. Tigers 25-23. They trail. Chance to try and grab a lead, which they haven't done tonight. Bynum with the basketball at the top of the key. Finds Ochoa at the right wing. Ochoa, a couple of ball fakes. Cross-court pass finds Hernandez at the left wing. Over to the corner. Herrera pump fakes on a 3. He'll attack the basket, go up the shot. He's fouled. Bucket is good. A chance at a 3-point play for Aaron Herrera, who's having a great first half. 8 points and can give Alamogordo the lead with a made free throw. They call the foul number 50, Braden Rodriguez. As Ethan Grinder will come into the game for Alamo. Aaron will not get the kind roll, so we stay tied at 25. Walsh into the front court. Walsh getting double teamed, and now the ball goes to Corona. Ball over to the left wing. Now Walsh will get it back, top of the key. At the left wing, and now they go inside. I.T. Williams quickly outside. Gallegos to the basket. Oh, a huge block coming across Favela. Tigers tried to save it at the near sideline, but unable to do so. Boy, Favela came over on help defense and absolutely sent that one almost into the first row. Inbounds will go to Walsh at the left wing. Tied up at 25, 2:20 to go in the second quarter. And a nice bounce back from the Tigers after a slow start. Between the circles with it, Herrera. He'll go to the corner. Corona gets a look at 3, and he puts it in. Fernando Corona with 9. Tigers quickly push it up ahead. Here's Herrera. Herrera trying to spin move into the lane, and he's going to go straight up. They'll call the foul number 12, Hector Gallegos. And there'll be 2 shots coming up for Aaron Herrera.
Shooting for the Tigers, number 10, Aaron Herrera.
Aaron 0 of 1 at the line. But makes on the first.
Tigers, number 2, Jacob Ochoa.
Jacob Ochoa going to come into the game. Looks like he checked in for Ethan Grinder. So it'll be Ochoa and Hernandez, Herrera, Favela, and Bynum. Second free throw is no good. And then a jump ball going to be called as Bynum was able to draw up the tie-up with Corona, and it'll stay on this end for Alamogordo. So it'll be Hernandez to inbound for Alamogordo at the baseline. They get it to Favela. Right back outside Hernandez. Corner three on the way. No good. Rebound. Herrera fighting for it. And we've got a whistle and a foul.
Foul's going to be number 33, Homer Walsh. That's the 15th.
And so Herrera will
Shooting to the Tigers, number 10, Eric Herrera.
shoot 2 free throws again. And Aaron will make on the first. And Herrera makes on the second. 28-28. Gabriel Herrera bringing it into the front court. And he is going to be fouled by Bynum, who had a hold of his arm. And it'll be an inbounds near sideline for Corona. Inbounds will go to Gabriel Herrera. Ball to the left wing, and now they go inside. As Gallegos able to power up through some contact and able to finish in close. Tigers trail 30-28. Hernandez with the ball top of the key. He'll work and lose the basketball as he was working left of the lane. Here's Walsh. Walsh working left of the lane, goes high up the glass, shot no good. As Williams came in there and got the rebound, then almost lost the ball. He did, but it goes to Corona. Corona gets into the lane, had his shot blocked, but they're going to call a foul on Favela. And it'll be 2 free throws coming up for number 23, Fernando Corona.
Number 23 for the Mayfield Trojans, Fernando Corona, shooting 2.
And Corona will make on the first. 31-28, 1:17 to go in the quarter. With the Trojans in front of the Tigers. And one more for Corona. He's in the double figures with 10 with that last free throw, but misses on the second. And Favela with a rebound for Alamogordo. Hernandez up the near sideline. Finds Ochoa right corner. He'll fire up a three. No good. Rebound is secured by Williams. Williams able to get away from a couple of defenders. Pushes up the near sideline. Williams then picks up his dribble. Well, I don't know if he intended to pass that or not, but it got to his teammate Gallegos. And we're under a minute to go in the second quarter with the Tigers down by 3, 31-28. I think I said 30-28 earlier. My apologies. Here is Walsh attacking the basket. Goes up with the shot. It's no good. And the Tigers get the rebound. And the pass from Favela goes to Bynum. Bynum was hit by Gallegos. And so it'll be 2 free throws coming up.
Number 1, William Bynum.
First one no good for Bynum.
Taking in number 24, Bryson Blue.
Bynum will miss on both. Battle for the rebound, deflected out of bounds, last off of Alamogordo. 44.5 seconds to go. Tigers 31-28 trail. Inbounds. The Tigers are pressuring in the backcourt. Walsh has it. Now Herrera gets it out up ahead. Corona back to Herrera. And now it's Walsh with the basketball. He'll give it up to Williams. 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Williams guarded by Bynum. Williams almost lost the basketball, but got back to it and goes up on the reverse and finishes. Tigers down by 5, 33-28. Bynum works into the lane. Good feed to Bloom. Bloom underneath, able to finish. Good time there from Bynum. 10 seconds left. Tigers down by 3, looking for a stop. Ball goes to Williams, then back to Herrera. Herrera kicks it to Walsh. Walsh, and from the free throw line, fires up the jump shot and nails it at the buzzer. And the Tigers trail by 5 going to the break. 35-30 Mayfield on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. The Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show is next.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank, your community bank. When local businesses grow, our whole community grows with them. That's why our business loans come with personalized attention, local decision-making, and a commitment you won't find elsewhere. We know your name, we know your goals, and we're here to help move you forward. Visit us today and experience the difference a true community bank can make. Together, we're building a stronger community, one relationship at a time.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. All loans are subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at OteroFCU.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. Our halftime score on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, 35-30. And this is the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show. The Alamogordo Tigers bounced back. They got behind by 10 or down by 9 and had a – did they ever lead? I don't think so. I think they tied it up. But, they found a way to not, turn the ball over quite as much. Defensively, they were better in the second quarter. And so we'll see how the second half goes. I think the Tigers should feel like they did some positive things after a rough start. And, can they use the momentum of the crowd and the home court and help them in that direction? 11 points for Aaron Herrera, 4 points each for Andrew Herrera, Will Bynum, Jacob Ochoa, 2 for Nate Best, Bryson Bloom, and Ethan Grinder, and 1 for Jaden Hernandez. And that would be the one thing I would say for the Tigers that, hey, is Jaden really going to be held to a low score total like that? Probably not, but I think the last time these two teams played, they were able to not let him do what he did the other night against Oregon Mountain or a lot of other nights that he has this season. So it'll be interesting to see if he can get going. He's just one of those guys that, man, he can rip off 20 points in a quarter if he gets going, that's for sure. 10 points for Fernando Corona, 6 for Homer Walsh, 6 for Corey Patterson, 3 points for Gabriel Herrera, 4 for Hector Gallegos, 2 each for Christian Covarrubia and I.T. Williams. And again, like the first game, no threes for the Tigers in that first half. They didn't make a 3 the first game against Mayfield, but they've been attacking the basket more. Haven't got to the free throw line a ton, but they've been finishing in close. So that's definitely a very positive thing for the Tigers in that they were able to do that and get to the rim and finish if they're not shooting as well from the outside. And I think Mayfield's doing a good job of guarding the outside. They're very aggressive on the perimeter, so the lanes are opening on the inside, and you've got to be attack the basket because there's paths I think to get to the rim if you're the Tigers, and I think they were able to take advantage of that as the quarter went along. All right, we are at half. Alamogordo 35-30 trails the Mayfield Trojans, and we will return here on the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show. You're listening to Tiger Basketball.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. We take great pride in our Tiger student athletes. We wish them all the best and cheer them on as they compete this season. We recognize these outstanding athletes for their commitment on the track, court, and field. Their dedication is inspiring, and we celebrate their hard work and sportsmanship. Join us in supporting our Tigers. First National Bank has been your hometown community bank since 1956, proudly cheering on the Alamogordo Tigers every step of the way. Go Tigers!
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Alamogordo Tigers trailing the Mayfield Trojans 35-30 here at half. Other games going on tonight. I don't have any score updates for you, and I don't know if I'll have any finals before we finish up this evening, but just a reminder, you can always check out our Facebook page, Alamo Sports 1019 1230. We post all the scores on there. On X, you can follow me at Charles Winicky or just search Alamo Sports. You'll probably find me there. And we do post updates for the game that we're covering up on Instagram. And, of course, don't forget, you can tune into us. If you're listening to us on the radio right now, you're not going to be near your radio. Download the Exciter Media app on your phone or tablet. You can listen to us on the Alamo Sports YouTube channel, alamosportsandtalk.com, and on your Alexa device by saying enable Alamo Sports and Talk. And that's not just during the games. The only one that we have that's only during our Tiger Sports broadcast is on the YouTube channel. Everything else, all those online, you can listen to our station anytime. So for our morning shows, for my afternoon show, all that good stuff. Both teams are back out on the floor. Again, your leading scorers for Alamogordo, 11 for Aaron Herrera, 10 for Fernando Corona for Mayfield, and a 35-30 lead for the Trojans. By the way, those other games that are going on, Alamogordo girls are in Las Cruces taking on Mayfield tonight. Tularosa boys are at home tonight against Dexter. Tularosa girls are on the road tonight against Dexter. So the Tigers headed back to their bench. Mayfield already at theirs. It turned out to be a really good crowd tonight. Band's been here. Always makes it a little bit more fun. People have been throwing out candy for Valentine's Day. Very sweet. They've got like a hype person now for Alamo. She takes lots of pictures and throws out candy and does a lot of cool stuff for the student section. She was taking a bunch of pictures that they posted up on the Alamogordo High School Facebook page last week. Really doing a good job with that. That's fun. Like I said, to make these kind of things and events and make them special is what it should be, So it'll be Grinder and Favela, Herrera, Hernandez, and Bynum on the floor for the Tigers. For Mayfield, it'll be Walsh and Patterson. Corona, Covarrubia, and Gallegos. So the starting five on both sides will begin the second half. Left to right for Mayfield in half number 2. Right to left for Alamogordo in this second half. Patterson at the left wing with the basketball. Zone defense as usual for Alamogordo. Walsh trying to drive on Favela and has his shot partially blocked out of bounds, but it'll stay on this side with Mayfield. Actually, I think Alamo's in a man-to-man there. As Patterson will get it out top to Covarrubia. Now over to the left corner. As Patterson picks up his dribble, gives it to Gallegos. And now it's Patterson with the basketball. Patterson gives it up to Corona. Top of the key, it's Gallegos. Now it's Walsh. Walsh just flips one up left of the lane. He got that in, but he did. 8 points for Walsh, 37-30. 3 on the way from Bynum is no good from the right wing on the other side. And the Trojans try to race out up ahead of it. Covarrubia will go to the right wing. He is double-teamed and turns it over. Herrera gets the basketball. Herrera will drive all the way to the rim. Can't finish. Rebound tipped around, and it eventually comes back to Aaron, who will get the bucket. Here comes Patterson pushing up the floor. Patterson right down the lane, kicks it out to the top of the key. Walsh going to fire up a 3. He hits it. Walsh with 11, and Mayfield leads 37-32. And looks like Julian Favela a little beat up. It's 40-32. And Favela comes off the floor. Bloom will come in. And not sure what happened with Julian. He's been dealing with an injury. Like I said, I saw him at Gadsden, and he had this huge body wrap that he took off himself. And then he had a hard fall against Oregon Mountain on Tuesday. He came back. I can't believe he came back in that game, and he contributed a lot. Here is Bloom finding Hernandez at the left wing. Gives it up to Bynum. Bynum with the ball at the left wing. Now it's Herrera. Herrera to the free throw line to Bynum. He gets it open. Look at 3. No good. Rebound is tipped around, and Gallegos is able to grab that. And he will send it off to Patterson. Patterson dribbles all the way to the top of the key. 6:10 to go, third quarter. Tigers down by 8. There's Walsh. Walsh working left the wing, then out to the corner. And then back outside as Patterson holds near the midcourt line. Bloom is out on him. Patterson able to go to Walsh at the left wing. Walsh will go to Williams. Williams from right wing extended. Gets it in the lane, and he will run over Herrera. And Herrera will draw the offensive foul.
Number 30, IT Williams. First team foul of the quarter.
So it'll be an inbounds for Bynum to Hernandez. Tigers down by 8. Jaden will give it to Aaron at the right wing. Herrera goes to Grinder. Finds Jaden left corner. Now Bynum top of the key, who slipped. He was able to, I think, hold his pivot foot. Mayfield wanted a travel. Tough baseline jump shot from Jaden Hernandez is good. And his first field goal, we'll see if that gets him going. 5:18 to go. Here is Patterson driving down the lane, runs over Bloom. Blocking foul called on Bloom. And I know the Alamo fans are not happy with that. I don't think Bloom was in position. Inbounds the baseline for Mayfield. Ball goes to the corner to Corona. Corona working into the lane, goes up with the right-handed finishes. Boy, similar to the start of the game, Mayfield just seems like they cannot miss. 48-34. Ball at the left wing with Hernandez. Now it's Herrera. Herrera top of the key. Gives it up to Bloom. Bloom finds Hernandez. Corner three on the way. Is good. Jaden with a hand right in his face, knocks it down. That's back-to-back buckets for him. 42-37. Patterson to the free throw line. Still has his dribble, but now backpedals out between the circles. Herrera will come out on him to draw closely guarded. He picks up his dribble. And they go to Corona at the free throw line. Jump shot is up and good again. Tigers had a defender there. I mean, but man, they're just hitting all of their jump shots. Hernandez gets the ball at the left wing. Tries to force a pass inside to Bloom, and it's knocked away. Then Walsh all the way to the basket, and it'll be a goaltend on Grinder. Tigers will sub in Granados and Ochoa. As Bloom and Bynum will check out. 4:15 to go, third quarter. As Hernandez will give it up to Ochoa. Now it's Granados. As he'll give it back to Ochoa, right wing extended. Find Granados to the left wing. Herrera, a little pump fake. Sends it back outside to Granados. Back to Ochoa over at the right side. Ochoa, that wing goes to the corner. Hernandez will fire up a triple. That's no good. Rebound high in the air. And it's going to be Granados who gets to it. Gives it up to Herrera. He'll fire up a three. That's no good. Rebound is grabbed by Williams. And he'll give it to Patterson. Patterson will push up the floor to the top of the key. Patterson working right of the lane. Patterson going to find Gallegos, who's wide open underneath the basket for the easy lay-in. Two defenders came over on Patterson and left Gallegos open. And Mayfield pushes out to a 48-37 lead. Just another incredible quarter here for Mayfield. Driving and getting to the basket and laying it up and in is Jaden Hernandez. 7 in the quarter, 8 for the game. 3:12 to go in the third. Tigers down by 9. Patterson with the basketball. As he has near midcourt, gives it to Williams. Williams had to tiptoe the sideline, but stayed in bounds. And then gives it back to Patterson to get out in the center circle. Ball goes over to the left wing. It's Corona with it. Corona goes to the left corner. Gallegos to Walsh. Walsh goes up with the floater. And a rare miss. Grinder grabs the rebound. And we've got a whistle and a foul. Or not a foul, but a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to the Tigers. Ortega checks out, or checks in. Grinder checks out. Aaron Herrera, Diego Ortega, Jacob Ochoa, Matthew Granados, and Jaden Hernandez on the floor as Ochoa will bring it to the front court for Alamogordo. Gives it up to Hernandez. Then back to Ochoa. Long three from Ochoa. He hits it. Jacob Ochoa from, I would say, NBA range there. Here come the Trojans with the Tigers now down by 6, 48-42. Williams has got the ball right wing. Goes to Gabriel Herrera out between the circles. Hernandez comes out to guard him, then back to Williams. Williams will go to Walsh. Walsh right elbow jump shot. That's no good. Rebound, Walsh gets his own. Foul going to be called on Hernandez.
Foul's going to be number 3, Jaden Hernandez.
Third team foul? Or second team foul? I guess second.
Second team foul.
So for Alamogordo is Hernandez will get a rest. Bynum will check into the game. Inbounds goes to the corner to Corona, then to Herrera. Here's Williams just in front of the free throw line. Fires up a jump shot. It's good. 50-42. Tigers trail by 8. Just can't seem to draw any closer from about that 6-point range. Ochoa with the ball in the corner. He's going to fire up another three. That's no good. Rebound, Williams gets to it. Williams able to spin away from Ochoa as he comes up the floor. Williams kicks it out to the corner. 3 on the way is up and good from Corona. Now a bad sequence there for Alamogordo. Tigers get in the front court quickly into the lane and firing up a tough shot is Herrera. Ball going out of bounds is going to be last off of Gallegos with 1:37 to go in the third. Andrew Herrera will check in for Jacob Ochoa. Inbound's going to be deflected by Herrera, right back to Herrera. So Andrew was still standing out of bounds. And a timeout going to be called by Alamogordo. 1:37 to go in the third. Tigers down by 11 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We'll be back.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
(53-42), 1:37 to go in the third quarter. The Tigers trail. Mayfield's got the basketball. And I don't know what Mayfield's shooting from the field, but it's got to be over 60%. They just have not been missing much. Certainly in this third quarter, they didn't miss much in the first quarter. Gallegos has got the ball left of the lane. Gallegos up and under, and he's going to go up with a shot and be fouled by Herrera. Shot's no good. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Foul's going to be number 10, Aaron Herrera. Shooting 2 for the Trojans, number 12. Hector Gallegos.
He's not going through you. He's not going through you. He wants you to get off your feet. He's not coming at you.
Gallegos makes on the first. Jaden Hernandez comes back in as checking out is Matthew Granados. 54-42 now with 1:26 remaining. Second one is no good. Tigers do get the rebound. Down by 12 as Hernandez will bring it to the right wing, and then a bad pass as he was looking for Herrera, but sent it out of bounds. Trojans with some subs as they'll bring in Braden Rodriguez and Fernando Corona. Yost and Gallegos will get a rest. Tigers going to put on a little bit of extra pressure in the backcourt. Another sub as Covarrubia will come into the game, and it'll be for Williams. 1:19 to go, third quarter. Tigers down by 12 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Inbounds to Gallegos. Gallegos will get it up ahead to Walsh. Walsh sends it cross court. Corona back to Walsh. Walsh sends it to the near corner. And then a cross court pass to the left wing to Corona. And back outside to Gabriel Herrera as we hit 1 minute to go in the third quarter. The Tigers down 54-42. Now ball at the left wing with Herrera. They get it right back after a pass from Corona. They double team him back to Corona. Corona continues to dribble and then finds Walsh. 39 seconds remaining. Walsh gives it up to the left wing. And then right back outside since the Trojans are taking some clock here and maybe wanting the last shot or just trying to find the open look. As Walsh continues to dribble on the outside. And bounce pass will go to Herrera. 15 seconds left. Herrera. Ball's going to be deflected out of bounds. Last off the Tigers. Best will come in. Ortega will check out. 9.3 seconds remaining.
Best. Checking in for the Mayfield Trojans, number 12. Hector Gallegos.
Inbounds goes to Gallegos, who's quickly double-teamed. Gives it up to Covarrubia. Back to Gallegos. So fire up the top of the key three. No good. Rebound grabbed. Put back no good. Another put back. That's no good. And they'll say the third tip back that did go in is not good. And that'll do it for the quarter. 54-42. Alamogordo trails on the Richardson Motor scoreboard as we go to the fourth. You're listening to Tiger Basketball.
Your Alamogordo varsity cheerleaders.
This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. When it comes to your mortgage, you deserve more. At First National Bank, we live in the communities we serve, which means faster decisions, personalized service, competitive rates, and real people who know you by name. We treat you like a neighbor. Whether you're buying your first home or refinancing the one you love, our local lenders are with you every step of the way. Choose First National Bank, where home begins.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all else subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Tigers trailing by 12 going to the final quarter. Mayfield has the basketball. We'll see if they're going to continue taking some clock down or if they're going to attack. And it looks like they're going to come outside. Good to see Julian Favela back out on the floor as Walsh will give it up. And then almost losing it was Patterson. Patterson, though, able to track it down and get it to Gallegos. Gallegos will attack left of the lane. Gallegos goes up, shot is good, and they'll call a blocking foul on Herrera and chance at a three-point play.
Foul on number 10, Aaron Herrera. Shooting the one for the Trojans, number 12, Hector Gallegos. Checking back in.
So Gallegos will go to the line. Try to finish up a three-point play.
Jacob Ochoa.
Gallegos misses. Hernandez gets the rebound. Tigers are down by 14. Here's Hernandez at the free throw line. Lost the handle of the basketball, but it went wide to Herrera. Herrera gets inside, goes up with the shot, and he makes the layup, and they call a block on this end as well.
Got the basket. The foul on number 30, I.T. Williams.
So back down to a 12-point difference, 56-44. And we'll try to make it an 11-point game if he can make the free throw. 15 for Aaron Herrera tonight as he has led the Tigers. He will make on the free throw. 16 for him. Inbounds will go to Patterson. Patterson trying to find Walsh. Walsh somehow saved it before it went out of bounds, and then high off the glass gets it to go. He makes shots from so many bad angles and defenders in his face. It's so impressive. 58-45. 7 minutes to go in the game. The Tigers trail by 13. Ochoa gives it up to Bynum at the right wing. And now Herrera gives it up to Bynum. Bynum works into the lane to the basket. Shot was blocked by Walsh. And then Herrera tried to get in there and get it away from Walsh. They'll call a foul on him. 6:55 to go in the fourth quarter as Aaron picked up his fourth personal. That's a big loss for the Tigers. Favela comes back into the game. And the inbounds goes to Patterson. Patterson's pass will go to Corona. Ball still in the backcourt. Gallegos will go to Walsh. Walsh still in the backcourt. Gives it to Gallegos. Gallegos will get it across the timeline and find Patterson. Patterson will give it up to Corona. Corona finds Gallegos. Gallegos, I think the ball was partially tied up as he was going up with it. Shot's no good. Here comes Bynum. He finds Hernandez. Corner three on the way is good. Jaden Hernandez in a double figures with 11. And the Tigers cut the deficit to 10, 4:58-48. Ball in the backcourt, Patterson. Patterson will give it up to Corona. Corona finds Covarrubia. Covarrubia goes up with a shot. Blocking foul going to be called on Bynum as he tried to slide up underneath Covarrubia. And it'll be 2 free throws coming up for Christian Covarrubia, who's 0 of 1 at the line. And the free throw goes up and in. Bynum checks out. Bloom's into the game. Grinder's into the game. As Granados checked out. So Hernandez, Favela. Tigers going a little bit bigger here now. Hernandez, Favela, Grinder, Bloom, and Ochoa. Free throw's good. And a sub for Mayfield as I.T. Williams comes into the game. Tigers down by 12, 60-48. Still a lot of time to go in this game. They really need stops on the defensive end as Grinder's got the ball at the top of the key. Grinder finds Hernandez. Right corner three. That's too strong. Battle for the rebound is won by Walsh. Walsh will push up the floor. Give it up to the right corner. And Corona in no hurry to take a shot as he'll bring it back outside. Finds Patterson. Patterson, a nice behind-the-back dribble, works into the lane and finds a cutting Gallegos. Gallegos going to be fouled. And a chance at a three-point play.
Number 12, Hector Gallegos, who's shooting 1. Foul number 0. Foul number 0, Julian Favela.
(62-48), 5:44 to go in the fourth quarter. And Gallegos will make on the free throw. And a timeout called by Mayfield. 5:44 to go in the fourth quarter. 63-48, Tigers trail. You're listening to Tiger Basketball.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Welcome back to the Lawrence E. Johnson Tiger Pit. Tigers have not been able to pull any closer than about 6 in the second half against Mayfield, and right now it's a 15-point Trojan lead, 63-48. 5:41 to go in the game. Hernandez will give it up to Ochoa, left wing. Ochoa will go to Bloom. Bloom, his pass looking for Favela. The right wing is off the mark. Out of bounds, it goes. Covarrubia comes in. Williams checks out. Granados comes in. Andrew Herrera comes in.
And number 5.
And Grinder will check out of the game. Inbounds will go to Patterson. Tigers with some pressure in the backcourt. Gallegos gets it up ahead to Covarrubia. Covarrubia had the ball knocked away from him by Favela. And here come the Tigers the other way. Here's Hernandez. Hernandez out to the corner. 3 on the way from Andrew Herrera is no good. Rebound is tipped out of bounds, last off of Mayfield. And Alamogordo will keep the possession here with 5:12 to go in the fourth. I.T. Williams back into the game for Mayfield. Covarrubia checks out. It'll be Jaden Hernandez to inbound at the baseline for Alamogordo. Goes to Andrew Herrera at the right wing. And Andrew will backpedal, guarded by Walsh. To Granados. Here is Favela. Favela driving to the basket, gets to the rim, can't finish. Unfortunately for Julian, has been that kind of night. He's had probably 3 or 4 that have been point blank. Not easy shots, but. And then Mayfield breaks the pressure. Corona is found at the baseline in the corner, just drives the baseline with nobody to stop him, and he's got 19. 65-48. And here is Ochoa, who is going to be fouled at the left wing. And it'll be a near sideline inbounds for Mayfield. Ochoa will go to Granados, then back to Ochoa. Pass tried to go to Favela, but it goes off his hands. And now here comes Gallegos. Gallegos lost the basketball behind, but tracks it down to Walsh. Walsh. I made some contact with Granados. Granados to the floor. And official just shook his head and said no foul. Walsh's bucket is good. 67-48. Ball at the top of the key. And working left of the lane. Nice feed by Hernandez as he finds Favela. And a timeout called by Alamogordo with 4:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. Trojans 67 and the Tigers 50 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
.49 to go fourth quarter. It's Mayfield 67, Alamogordo 50, as the Trojans looking to, I would say at minimum, secure themselves a home playoff game in the district playoffs. Tigers with a lot of pressure in the backcourt as the Trojans push it up the floor. That's something Alamogordo's just not been able to really get a whole lot of turnovers. As ball at the far sideline, and it's thrown into the backcourt. That should be a backcourt. It is. And so the Tigers, as soon as they say that, I mean, Tigers defense forces a turnover.
Taking for the Tigers, number 10, Aaron Herrera.
Far sideline inbounds here for Ochoa. Ochoa goes to Herrera. Herrera gets contacted on the inbounds. And it'll be the third foul on Mayfield in the quarter. Inbounds will go to Bynum. Bynum will go out to the top of the key. Herrera back to Bynum. Finds Hernandez left wing extended. Jaden looking for a screen from Favela, goes to the top of the key. And Jaden will work his way into the lane and lost the ball. And I.T. Williams will push up the floor. Williams will get it out over to the right corner. And the three is on the way. Is good from Fernando Corona, who has 22. 70-50 with 3:21 to go in the fourth quarter. And working at the baseline, Hernandez goes up with the shot. And Corona will get the loose ball and give it up to Patterson. Patterson going to be fouled. Or they call the foul on
Flag on number 10. And Herrera. That's his 5th personal.
And so Herrera will check out. Andrew Herrera will check into the game. So 3:07 to go in the game with the Tigers down by 20. And Mayfield's Corey Patterson, who had 6 in that first quarter, picks up his first point in the second half. Now has 7. Second free throw will rattle out. And the rebound by Favela. Quickly up ahead to Jaden Hernandez. Hernandez trying to work his way to the basket, loses the handle. And out of bounds it goes and over to Mayfield.
Number 21, Christian Figueroa.
So an inbounds now for Corona, who will go over the top and find Walsh. Walsh has his shot blocked by Herrera, but they're going to call a foul. And it'll be 2 free throws coming up for Walsh. Walsh will miss on the first. Sub for the Trojans. Williams comes back into the game. And the second one is up and in. He's got 18. Tigers down 72 to 50. I don't remember where we were with the Tigers at 50, but it's been a long run here for Mayfield. Ochoa gets cut off at the left wing. And we've got a whistle. Call the foul on number 24, Herrera. And it'll be an inbounds to the baseline for Alamogordo. Mayfield's defense, again, has been great, and they just had a night where their offense was fantastic. Favela gets the inbounds, goes up with a shot, he'll be fouled. And Favela to the line to shoot 2. And Favela makes on the first. As it has been at stoppages, Covarubia will come in for Williams. And then vice versa for defense. And the second free throw is up and in. 20-point lead for Mayfield, 72-52. And then a traveling violation as Gallegos couldn't really see. He was double teamed in the corner.
Number 30, ITU.
2:43 to go in the fourth quarter, near sideline inbounds. As Andrew Herrera will get into the backcourt to Jaden Hernandez. Hernandez working right of the lane, good feed to Favela. Favela will get the lay-in underneath. 2:32 remaining, 72-54. As the inbounds, Williams will get it up ahead to Gallegos. Gallegos goes up to the basket and lays it up and in as Ochoa tried to get in there and get the block. Then on the inbounds, Corona steals it away. And Corona is able to save it off of the leg of Favela, out of bounds at the far sideline. Inbounds goes to Walsh at the baseline. Then Corona, and then out between the circles as he'll give the ball up to Patterson. Patterson to the left corner. And then back outside to Gallegos. 2:04 remaining. Tigers down 74-54. Walsh works to the free throw line. Good passing underneath there from the Trojans, but missing point blank was Covarrubi off a nice pass from Corona. Now we've got players diving for it on the floor. Eventually it comes out to Bynum, who will race the other way and lay it up and in. 1:45 remaining with the Tigers down 74-56. Timeout by Coach Bowman. You're listening to Tiger Basketball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. We take great pride in our Tiger student athletes. We wish them all the best and cheer them on as they compete this season. We recognize these outstanding athletes for their commitment on the track, court, and field. Their dedication is inspiring, and we celebrate their hard work and sportsmanship. Join us in supporting our Tigers. First National Bank has been your hometown community bank since 1956, proudly cheering on the Alamogordo Tigers every step of the way. Go Tigers!
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9, 145 to go fourth quarter. Tigers down by 18. And Mayfield will inbounds. And that one, they tried to go over the top, but Favela was able to get his hands to it. Good block. You would see it at a volleyball net there. It had that sort of sound to it. Inbounds goes to Walsh. Walsh will give it up to Gallegos. Gallegos to Corona. Into the front court to Patterson. Patterson dishes to the baseline. Williams. Williams had the ball knocked away from him a couple times. Was able to gather it in. Find Patterson. Patterson somehow gathered the ball as it was on his back. And Mayfield will now be able to set up in the half court. Williams. Jump ball as Bynum able to draw it. Is it? I think it's Mayfield basketball, isn't it? No, I guess it's Alamogordo basketball. I honestly don't remember when the last tie-up of the possession was. So Bynum will inbounds to Hernandez. And we'll give it to Ochoa. 1:15 remaining. Tigers probably not going to be able to come back in this game, but certainly need to go at a quicker pace here. Down by 18. Hernandez gets to the left wing, fires up a three. No good. Rebound, Williams able to grab it. And Williams will push up the floor to the top of the key. Finds Walsh. Walsh spin move into the lane. And then Favela came across and commits the foul. Sorry, folks. Dropped off there. Walsh at the line. He makes the first. He makes the second. He's got 20 points now. And the Tigers trail 76-56 with about 50 seconds remaining. James Sharp has got the ball in the left corner. Trying to get it to Favela. Ball was almost taken away. Favela working around the lane all the way to the basket and lays it up and in. Julian with 8 all here in the fourth quarter. Here's Patterson pushing up the floor. Patterson all the way to the basket, missing the lay-in, but Walsh right there for the follow. 78-58 with 30 seconds remaining. Ochoa's got the ball in the front court. And Ochoa to the right wing. He gets left open for three, but unable to make it. A rebound is grabbed by Gallegos. And Patterson will push up the floor. Patterson get it out to the corner to Corona with 12 seconds left. Corona will take it back. And that will do it. Mayfield comes into the Tiger pit, gets a 78-58 win over the Alamogordo Tigers on the Register Motor scoreboard. We will take a break as the Alamogordo Tigers come up short tonight. We'll return right after this on the Otero Federal Credit Union Post.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Welcome back to the Lawrence E. Johnson Tiger Pit as the Alamogordo Tigers come up short to Mayfield, 78-58 tonight. And we've got Alamogordo Tigers head basketball coach James Bowman with us. I mean, at one point you almost got to tip your cap to the other side. They shot the ball so well tonight. I know you would want your team to play better defensively, but some of those shots I couldn't believe were going in there. And sometimes you just run into a team that's really hot shooting.
Yeah, no, I mean, credit to Mayfield. They do a good job of moving and getting the ball to the open shooters. And Fernie, the kid's been shooting the ball well his whole career over there. We talk about it. Be aware of the shooters and things like that. And he made some open shots tonight. And we just got to do better at playing defense. So it's one of those things where, like you said, when they're making shots and we're not, it's a hard game to win whenever that's happening. So yeah, again, like you said, tip your cats off. Mayfield, they shoot the ball well and they play fast. And they had a great game plan tonight.
And, for you guys, I felt like you did a better job of not turning the ball over quite as much as you did in the first game, even though there were some turnovers in there. And offensively, it just seemed like it came into spurts. You guys never really got into a good rhythm out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, no. We talked about that from the first game. We had to take care of the ball. And, the press didn't bother us. It wasn't that. I know early on in the first couple minutes, they kind of jumped out on us, a couple easy little turnovers. But when we reminded the guys, hey, just be slow, be patient, and just, take your time. They started doing a good job with that, and then, we were able to get them out of the press. But, yeah, we just couldn't get going offensively. We just couldn't get shots to fall. Things were rolling out, and, again, it's tough. When you can't get the shots to fall, it's going to make it hard for you to win any game, especially in our district. So, we just got to get back to the drawing board and just see, what we can do to get ready for Cruces on Tuesday.
And, I think you had a lot of different guys, again, that contributed. Jaden had a big third quarter. Julian had a big fourth quarter. Unfortunately, Aaron got into some foul trouble. He had a great first half and into the third quarter, but that kind of kept him off the floor and eventually fouled out there. That hurt you guys because he was probably your best offensive output tonight.
Yeah, no, it was tough. That's the game of basketball. Aaron went out there. He probably tried taking about 5 charges tonight, and I think we might have got one called, so, it's tough. When you have a kid like that is trying to do it on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively, and, of course, when, we pride ourselves on trying to take charges and get in front of the offense and, just trying to help ourselves. But, some of those calls, a charge is a 50-50 call no matter what, and, of course, we would love to get more of them on our side, but we didn't. And, I'm very proud of Aaron for just he plays hard. He just fights all the way through. And, like you said, unfortunately, we got some foul trouble, so we had to sit him for a little bit in that third quarter and into the fourth. So, that when you have to take off one of your main weapons, it's going to make it tougher for us to come out victorious. So, it's just the game of basketball. We just got to learn how to be better with it.
Opportunity, obviously, to get back at it. 2 games next week. You guys nearly beat Cruces here. You get Gadsden at home. It would definitely be 2 big wins for you guys as we head down the stretch. And I guess I'm curious, Cruces, were they missing anybody the first time you played them, or they fully loaded when you guys played them that first
No, the only person they were missing was their head coach.
Okay.
But no, they had everybody.
Okay.
We had a game plan and we executed it pretty well. Like I told the kids that night, it's a 32-minute game. I think we played almost dang near perfect basketball for about 29 minutes of that game, and even when they did take the lead and we had to force it into overtime, I was very proud of them for that. But, that's what we keep telling ourselves, we have a lot of games of almost, this is the first actual game that we actually kind of just got beat, but again, we're a young team. We know we're learning, it's a grind all season long, and we have a very tough district, but yeah, we got to get ready for Cruces. Big opportunity, we need to kind of stop the bleeding as they say, like in the loss column right now. But yeah, man, we're just got to keep on fighting, keep on grinding, and try to see if we can be prepared to try to go take one away from Cruces on the road on Tuesday.
And I know get off to a fast start is probably going to be number one on Tuesday.
Yes, we're definitely going to try that.
Yeah, on the road, I know that's been the challenge for you guys. Is a little lethargic to begin. I know that you're going to try to be keeping that energy up for them, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. And again, I mean, we got into a fast start against them here. Again, we just couldn't sustain it for long enough. And they're a good team. They're always well coached, and yeah, we just got to be ready to play and just keep fighting. Like I told the kids, we still got a lot of season left. We gotta dig in and just kind of work our way into the win column again. So.
All right, Coach. Appreciate the time as always, and we'll see you on Tuesday in Cruces.
Thank you, Charles.
All right, appreciate it. All right, we will take a break and come back. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. We'll wrap it up here from the Lawrence E. Johnson Tiger Pit. Tigers fall on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, 78-58.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank, your community bank. When local businesses grow, our whole community grows with them. That's why our business loans come with personalized attention, local decision-making, and a commitment you won't find elsewhere. We know your name, we know your goals, and we're here to help move you forward. Visit us today and experience the difference a true community bank can make. Together, we're building a stronger community, one relationship at a time.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. All loans are subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger. See you at the game.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Alamogordo Tigers fall 78-58 here at home to Mayfield. And leading scorers for the Tigers, Julian Favela had 8. William Bynum with 6. 7 for Jacob Ochoa. 11 for Jaden Hernandez. 4 points for Andrew Herrera. 16 for Aaron Herrera. And then 2 points each for Nate Best, Bryson Bloom, and Ethan Grinder. And meanwhile, for the Trojans, Homer Walsh finished with 20. Fernando Corona finished with 22. 7 points for Corey Patterson. And 12 points for Hector Gallegos. Christian Covarrubia with 4. 5 for Gabriel Herrera. And I.T. Williams had 2 for the Trojans. Coach, I think, succinctly put it all up. I mean, Mayfield played really well offensively, and Alamo just wasn't able to keep pace with them tonight and just try to get things back going on Tuesday against a very tough Las Cruces team, and we'll see if they can make that happen. But, after that win over Oregon Mountain, unfortunately, the district has not gone the way the Tigers were hoping for, as I think they've dropped 5 of 6 now. So we'll see what happens on Tuesday. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight's broadcast as the Tigers come up short to Mayfield, 78-58 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Thanks for listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show and the other sponsors as well, Ochoa Stucco, the Winter Circle, and First National Bank. Thank you so much for helping us bring you Tiger Sports. We'll have final scores for you for our other games up on our Alamo Sports Facebook page. So long from the Lawrence E. Johnson Tiger Pit as Mayfield defeats Alamogordo.
COVID-19 has cast a spotlight on the stark inequalities that drive poverty. The poorest communities in the U.S. and around the world are suffering the most. Oxfam believes we can put systems in place to protect health and livelihoods in the future if we work together with dignity and compassion. Learn how you can help offer safety to the most vulnerable and fight for a more resilient future at oxfamamerica.org. Sponsored by Oxfam America.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that, cools up to 8 times faster, and lets you choose your ideal comfort on